I say welcome back, my EOE family. How's everyone doing? Thanks for tuning in. This is day 3 of our Never Finish David Goggins vlog. Hey, this one is getting good. This book is really getting good if you've been tuned in so far. So this one today is pretty much entitled The Price of Fame. Goggins is at the point now where I told you yesterday that he has realized he's a New York Times bestseller. He's a speaker. He's going on many different podcasts. He is a household name at this time. Everywhere he go, people, you can't hurt me. You can't hurt Bo Crew too. So he's at a different stage of life right now. And once you reach a certain stage in life, reach a certain level of fame, or you have achieved a lot of stuff, it's kind of hard to keep that dog in you. So now it's at the point where it's not just him being isolated. When you find someone who loves to be isolated, who loves to be very introverted, now it's everywhere he go. Like I mentioned, people notice him. They know him. He can't go anywhere without it. So chapter 3 is The Price of Fame. It's called The Mental Lab, and the book is entitled The Mental Lab, where he has to now start to go back into himself mentally and he's asking himself real questions like, do I want to do another 200-mile race? Do I want to do another 100-mile race? Do I want to do this, that, or the third? Because I've accomplished a lot already, and my body is just like, I'm comfortable in life now. If you have ever achieved something, once you achieve it once, to go back and try to do it again, you like, nah, I did it once, I'm good. I really don't want to put myself through the mental aspect of it. And with him being an endurance athlete, like, do I really want to put myself through the physical aspect of all this? And that's where we're at right now. So he's trying to really tap into, do I really want to commit to going back out here doing Moab 240, going out here doing 100-mile races? Do I want to go back and put in that training block, put in that training time? And I can relate to that. If you have ever experienced success and or failure at something, you understand you reach a point where it's like, I tried or I achieved it, and you're like, I don't know if I really want to do that again. I don't know if I really want to put myself through it. I can contest to it. And what's this? In 2020, was it 2020? No, 2021, I said I was going to go do this race called Michigan Coast to Coast. The terrain that day, the weather was, everything wasn't good. But I reached the halfway point and I just pulled the plug like, man, I'm done. I ain't got nothing else to prove to no one else. But I was training to finish the race, which was 212 miles. But then this year came up. I'm like, I'm going to do it. Then it's just like looking at the training block, I started making a whole bunch of excuses, got real comfortable with the way life was going for me at that moment. So I understood. But it takes a certain person, that's why I'm regained in right now to finish what I started next year in 2023. So it takes a certain type of person to re-tap into that. You have people like Kobe, who was like, I want more. Jordan, I wanted more. Tiger Woods, Serena Williams, Michael Phelps, all the great athletes, they wanted more. But then it's reached a time when their body wouldn't give them more. And I think that's where we're at with Goggins right now. But it's really the price of fame for him. It's like he can't do anything isolated anymore. It's always somebody around, want to be around, just want to get a quick tagline, want to get a quick Instagram picture with him. And he's not that type of person. But he also uses this, as he called the mental lab, to go back to see where he can reunite that dog. And he also, in this chapter, breaks down what's the difference between David Goggins and just Goggins. David Goggins is used to fame right now. He's sitting back like, man, I'm comfortable, 72 degrees wherever I go in my house. The water's always warm. But Goggins, his alter ego's like, bro, shake that off. We got to get up out here and get it back after it. So now he's just trying to figure out the balance between the two because he's very comfortable right now. What I can honestly say right now about this chapter is he's trying to find that balance right now where, you can have your success and you can also relax a little bit, but you can stay being you and stay getting after it. So I think that's where he's at right now at this stage in his life where it's like, hey, I'm going to stay getting after it, but I realize I don't have to always win. I don't have to always be in first, but his alter ego, Goggins, is like, bro, if we in it, we're in it. So that's where he's at right now. But he's trying to like continue that grind of staying hard because he don't want to put out something and not be living that life, because people hold you to that standard of what you set for yourself and the image that you portray. So if he's putting it out there, he's gonna live it. Goggins is gonna live it. But David is like, we really don't have to, bro. So that's where you're at right now when you fighting that inner demon between yourself. So it's a lot of good stuff going on in here right now. But once again, he's in a mental lab trying to get himself accustomed to fame, trying to get himself accustomed to what happened after he released that book of Can't Hurt Me, and now the world officially knows him, and it came so quickly because honestly, I don't think he ever thought the book would do numbers the way it did and so quickly. So now it's like you're a household name. You got hashtags everywhere, Can't Hurt Me, Boat Crew 2. You got people who out here just living this lifestyle now, who's doing run 4 miles. Was it run 4 miles every 4 hours for 48 hours to 4-4-48? And you got people out here living these challenges. So of course now, once we see Goggins, we're gonna look at him and like, oh snaps, that's Goggins. You're gonna want that picture. You're gonna want to try to challenge him to push-ups, to sit-ups, no matter where you're at. So he's just growing accustomed to that right now, and he's trying to find a balance in between the two, but still have that inner dog in him that's always hungry. So right now we're at the point where he's getting ready to make a decision. Is he going to enter this next race? Or is he not? So he's teetering on the line right now, but it's a great book, man. I'm telling you, if you have a chance to listen to it, go listen to it, go read it. Can't wait for my hard copy to get here. So let's leave this up as a topic for discussion today. Have you ever achieved something or failed at something and wanted to go back to reclaim it, but you just got so comfortable or discouraged by either your success or failure that you like, nah, I'm good, and you hit yourself with that same old whack ass excuse. I ain't got nothing to prove to nobody, but that somebody is you. You got something to prove to. So let's talk about it. Leave it in the comments. Have you ever been at that moment when you achieved high level of success, or you failed at a level, but then you just tried to justify it by saying, I ain't got nothing to prove to nobody, and you just never went after it again? Hey, like I told you, I have, but I'm here to redeem myself in 2023. Michigan coast to coast. I will drop that link down here in the description for anyone who wants to partake in it. Glorious race. It's our version of Unbound, but just for the state of Michigan, when you go from here to here in one day, or as fast as you possibly can, try to beat the sunset on the western part of the state. So as always, I'm your boy T Ford. If you haven't already, please hit that like and subscribe button. Share with your friends. Get all my other Gogginites in here. Y'all continue to be good. As always, y'all continue to be great.